guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. um Today we'll be dealing with factory layout. We're still under Mechanotechnics N4, right? Okay guys, if it is your first time watching my video, or if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click that notification button so that you'll be notified whenever you post a new video. Whenever I post a new video, let's grow together guys as we're indulging in this mechanotechnics. Please be the part of the family by subscribing to my YouTube channel. I will be glad if you subscribe, right? Okay, so we have unit 3. As I've promised that I will bring unit 3. After this unit, we'll go to unit 4. So unit 3 we have given, this is a factory layout. Factory layout, guys. So in this learning outcomes, we learn how to draw diagrams to illustrate the difference between the following process of layout, product, and fixed and process, right? Given that give advantages and disadvantages of each of the layout type. We'll be learn about and give examples, right? But this one of the drawings is not often asked. During your exam paper, it's rare to find this question. It's rare. They don't ask you to draw the diagrams and what most of the time. I'm unsure with that, but maybe they might. But it's rare. It's rare, guys. It's not that simple. But the advantages, all and disadvantages, guys, all of these things you must know. Okay, let's indulge to our introduction. There we have given the layout of a workshop depends on the type of product that is made and the type of assembly done, right? This is how it depends. Your workshop layout depends on the type of the product that is made and the type of the assembly done. Remember your workshop layout, right? For example, remember now we're under factory. Remember you have a workshop but under factory layout. If you have a factory, it depends. Remember, someone can might be a factory of sugar cane, might be of producing shoes, processing gold, all those stuffs, guys, you know. And then the three available workshop layout. They say there are 3 available workshop layout types are named here. Are named product. Named is product, process, and fixed. 3. We have product there. We have the product, and then we have the process. Then we have the solar body. We have to remove that, and we have the process. Then surely we have the fixed, right? So this is what it is. You learn about those 3, guys, here. So let us take them in great details. Let us now indulge in details. Product 1. Question 1, we have product layout. Now we'll be looking at product layout. Please bear with me. With the product layout, the machines are arranged in the order in which you want the product to be processed. You see, the machines are laid in sequence. They are following the step that you desire. You are the one who make the sequence how you want your product to be done. Obviously, step 1 here, the products they are laid. You know, we have a raw material. This is still raw. There's nothing. You go to step late. Then you go to drill. You drill them. You can go again to mill. grinder, inspection, final product inspection. Now here inspection is standardized with the people who are qualified. Those who are inspecting are people who are qualified. You'll pay them, they check. You're checking now the precisions, that they are accurate. You check the measurement and size, all the stuff, depending on what you're doing, depending on your field, with depending on what you specialize on. Then you check everything that it's in order, it's inspection. Then this is the final product, is the one that now is ready to supply. You are ready to supply your products in your final stage, right? You must all take all this process, drill all this process, mill, grind, until to the final process. Hopefully you know this chart, guys. You may know the chart, know that chart, guys, there. Then the product layout is that. Then the advantages of product layouts, of this product layout. Now let's check the advantages. The first point there, we have very high you see, very high very high quantity of product made in a short space of time. This is a nice form. We produce more of the goods within a short period of time. We don't hear things, they are made fast. Remember, there it's a factory. We have all of machines, and then you hire enough people to operate those machines. Everything must be quick here. The production, you push production here, right? Then high throughput result is low unit cost of products. Here on the product, obvious on the factory, this thing, you don't find them at a higher price, guys. You don't find them at a higher price. I'll show you guys. If you want to buy, let's say you want to buy the clothes that you buy, if you can go directly to the factory or the factory of Nike, exactly direct, it will be cheaper. But if now you go to sports scene, towards all these things, you'll find them at a higher price, because now it's how they remember, they supply them, then these people, they're supposed to sell so that they will gain the profit. But if you are the one who went straight there to the factory, you'll find what you want at a lower price. But the problem there, you buy this thing in packages, in bundles. You don't buy one by one, they don't sell one by one, right? And then there is no need to employ skilled labor due to higher degree of automation. As you can see, as is what I've told, guys. I said now here you're supposed to have, we talked about, remember that we said there is a higher quantity of product made in short period of time. Then I've stated to you that it's because of, yes, you have to hire laborers who will operate those machines, right? So since there are too much machines, the specific one those will be needed is the one who know how to operate those machines. So you don't need to hire a lot of people. No, you'll hire people who are essential or who are vital to your factory workshop layout, right? So this is what you're supposed to know. There is no need to employ skilled laborers. We don't need people who are more skilled. You can, to drive a strat or to drive a click lift, to drive a certain conveyor belt, does not need an engineer. Engineer is the one that are the one, and the specialists are the one, those who are manufacturing those things, they at their own. But those who are, you'll require them at this stage. This stage might not implement during the inspection, but you can teach your people there. Then labor costs are too much lower there. As you can see, labor costs are too much lower. Less inspection and maintenance is necessary. When maintenance is necessary, less inspection, but the maintenance is necessary for those machines. You maintain conveyor belt, you maintain even your car. When you talk about maintenance, is when you take your car to a service. They service it. That is a maintenance. You maintain it. You maintain that it's a maintenance, right? So you maintain, the maintenance is necessary. Remember here, because you're dealing with machines, you're supposed to find people who maintain your machines, and right. Both labor and equipment are highly utilized compared to other layout types. Both labors and equipment are highly utilized. Both labors and machine equipment, they are highly utilized, meaning that both labors and machine are very important at this particular layout compared to another other layouts. You need your certain labors and then machines, then the equipment, remember, right? With labors only you cannot produce. Without machines also you need this. They work hand in hand, guys. So this is what you're supposed to know, the advantage of a product layout. Then here, guys, we have disadvantages of the product layout. We have the operation tends to be repetitive. Repetitive operation tends to be repetitive. Hence is monotonous. This name monotonous means is single. Monotonous. Yeah, it's single. It's singular. Remember, I know other people, they know this word is to be bored. Hence is monotonous, is boring. Yeah, yeah, boring. Boring equipment. Monotonous is a singular thing, but also with your pure English, this might mean boring again. If you say I'm bored, you can say I'm monotonous. Is another word. Synonym, you can say you're bored. But now here, we're talking, remember, your English must correspond with this sentence here, because we're talking about products, meaning that we are doing one thing, we are repeating one stuff. We're repeating one stuff. We don't have different types of stuffs there. That is a disadvantage. This layout type is inflexible, e.g., it is very expensive to implement system changes. You see, remember the system changes, according to the system changes, find out now. Before, check now, they are at China, they've invented what they are producing electrical car. Here at South Africa, we're still behind. We are not evolving fast. We're still using petrol cars, diesel cars. But however, if those things they are needed here at South Africa, you're supposed to involve, then this is putting you under pressure. You're supposed now, you get under pressure now, because these things to implement with a certain time. You need money. This is very expensive. Imagine you are changing what we are used to. Now you are trying to adapt a new system, new workout, new product. You will spend a lot, right? And here we have, these are nice points, by the way. These are nice points. These are nice points, by the way. All of this is a nice points, by the way. This thing, nice points. Then the system is easily affected by equipment breakdown. You see, if the this thing, imagine the system, if let's say your conveyor belt just is put under much, let's say you apply more of the stress, and then it's tearing up between the, you learn about the stress in, if you're doing stress of strength of material and structure. I also do a strength of material and structure N5 and N6 here. If you subscribe, you'll find the strength of material and structure is there, is here, guys. I will be doing, yeah, fluid mechanics is here. Just subscribe, guys. You'll find the nice stuffs there. I'll be explaining to you guys. So if you subscribe, then you are safe. Then if the equipment, like example, if the equipment for the first stage of production is malfunction, that means now does not work, is malfunctioning, does not work. Every other stage is affected, because this thing is working in stages. You see now, this the disadvantages. If a certain equipment is broken, everything must stop. Then there's a loss there. It's another thing again. You must be very, very, very. You must maintain your equipment there. Make sure you maintain them. So as you know, guys, we always have the simplified form. Also these guys are simplified, by the way, but I have some other things. Yes, I'm always having simplified one again. These are simplified also. These are simplified notes. Let us check. This is the one and the same thing, by the way. These are simplified notes. These are simplified notes. Since these are simplified notes, you'll check figure 1.2 application of the product layout. Wait a minute, guys. I'm coming. Wait 1 minute. I'm coming. Okay, I'm back, guys. There was someone knocking at the door. In the door, there was someone knocking on the door. There was someone knocking. So we're still here. Simplified ones, right? Simplified ones. So the part, this is the simplified. You have learned about this process. You've learned about this process. You come, yeah. This is a process is part for the store. Okay, you have learned about this. I want us to check. Okay, this is an extra, okay, extra information about the requirements for product layouts. The requirements for product layouts. The requirements of product layouts are as follow: manufacture of sufficient large volume, right? Then let me zoom in, guys, so that we can see properly. Then I will try and zoom in so that we see properly. Yeah, I hope now everyone can see clearly. So as you can see there, the requirements for the product layout are as follow. There the I've given the manufacturer of sufficient large volume. There we require sufficient of large volume. Then let me change this highlighter. The minimum number of changes in the design of the products there. So which is that okay, a sufficient supply of raw material to prevent interruption. These are requirements. Sufficient space for maintenance of machines, the setting of a strict inspection requirements, carefully products planning. Okay, this is simply mean minimum number of changes in the design and product. You have to design your thing. The manufacture of sufficient large volume, you check that. You check even the space. Yeah, this we have discussed actually about this, guys. What I want to check, let us check this one, the advantage of product layout. Let's check this one is simplified or not. Okay, let me check. Yeah, these are simplified. Remember, we did this on the top, right? But now I want to check as the simplified form. The advantage of the product layout is follow. There is the minimum amount of handling of material and work piece, that is a nice point. The product cycle is fast. This is a simplified one. This is advantages, right? Then production control is easy, simplified one. Then it provides effects control over workers. It provides effective control over workers. This is a simplified form, is a nice one, right? It allows effective use of unskilled work. You see, this is the simplified. It's simplified. Yeah, those are advantages of what? Advantages of product layout. These are simplified ones. Production is uninterrupted with the limited delay, right? Continuous inspection is maintained, right? These are simplified visions. These are nice points, guys. Let's check the disadvantage. Let's check whether they are simplified or not. Let's check these ones. Disadvantages of product layout as follow. There is a lack of flexibility due to specialized machine and methods. Okay, yes, at least they have tried. If one machine breaks down, the whole production line stops. Okay, we've learned about this. We have discussed about this also. This is a nice point. That one we've discussed about it. Then on the top, that the large volume must be maintained. A nice point. Nice point. faulty parts that are found during the inspection are rejected, is what I've said. I've said if this I've talked about this. I said on the inspection part is when now we are checking that things they are manufactured according to precision, they're accurate. Then I've said if we found them not accurate, they will be sold at a lower price, or we sell them at a lower price because now do we have some errors there. There must be precision. If it's 20 meter, must be 20 meter. Everything must be accurate due to the lack of what specialized adjustment on the production line. You see, this is specified. These are nice points there. Nice points. So let's check here now the examples. We have the examples of this here. Assembling plants, e.g. The assembling plants, e.g. we have for cars, television, etc. Any other interest that uses mass production. These that examples. There, the manufacturing car, we have machines, car assembly plant there on the picture. Then we have what we call then the fixed layout. Here it's our fixed layout. Then this fixed layout is used to assembly goods which are too large, bulky, or fragile to be moved from one part of the workshop to another. So yeah, we're talking about assembling to put, you see, fixed point is the fixed layout. It's when we're talking about bulk bulk we are talking about bulk assembly. We're talking about assembly goods which are large. You cannot use your own hands. You're supposed to use your machines, your conveyors, all these things, grind everything. It's large. Okay, it's fine. As you can see, here we have our job. We have the job. Some other they are milling, grinding, drilling, plant assembly. Then the other one is welding. This thing all over is needed. Then the advantage of a fixed layout, it allows products of huge size to be manufactured. We have talked about, guys, fixed layout. Actually, it's when we are using machines to manufacture that thing. It's when we're using we're using drilling now. It's when now you bring this thing together to be a simplified code. You assembly them, you pack them to be one object that is nicely shaped, the one we should design. We call this thing fixed layout. The advantage of fixed layout, it allows products of huge size to be manufactured, right? Yes, it allows fragile goods to be manufactured without being moved around. Here you see, we're using machines now manufacture these things. This is a nice point. Okay, let's check. Okay, now we have what we call this. Okay, before we come here, we have this advantages. I will come here, I will come here, I will come here, I will come back, I will come. Let me first enter here the disadvantages of fixed layout. Disadvantages of fixed layout. Space is usually scarce, which means it makes difficult to store various products. The space is limited a long period of time. Fixed layouts tends to have high admission cost. Yeah, right. High admission what cost. Skilled labor is expensive. Right. Example here: shipbuilding, aeroplane manufacture, and civil construction. As you can see here, we have our people. This now here we're talking about people who are expensive. Those people who are manufacturing these things, they are very expensive. These guys, they're expensive. You see, the product is the product that they are using to This is the equipment they are applying. Product is being used. We're using the product to manufacture this aeroplane, right? This aeroplane, and then you have to pay all those labors here. And then this is a workers. We have workers. You see, they put this thing. Then here we'll have, oh guys, this workers, and then they're expensive. These ones, they are very expensive. It's not just, yeah, these are expensive workers, so you have to, that those are disadvantages. You have to pay these people a huge amount. People who are manufacturing your stuff there, even though they still machines, but there are those certain portion that will require skilled and qualified engineers to take place, right? Then now we're talking about process layout. We have what we call process layout there. Process layouts. So in process layout, machine perform the same function, are grouped together in their own separate section. In other words, workers travel to dedicate process centers, right? So in this process layout, machine which perform the same function are grouped together. It's when now we group machines that are the machine that we use to produce the certain thing, the same type of machines, we group them aside. You see, we're talking about segregation now. Now we separate them and in their own separate section. You know, this part, let's say this portion is for spanners only, this portion for grinders. The machines, you know, they are packed accordingly, right? So we have assembly test there. Okay, milling, planting, all these things works together hand in hand for assembling. Grinding is a part of that. Drilling is a part of assembling. These things are supposed to take place when you are building out in process layout. There are advantages of process layout. It is very flexible, which means is to handle various kind of products. It's very flexible, which allows it to handle various kinds of product. And it's flexible because we have here is used general purpose equipment, which is cheaper to acquire and maintain, right? Compared to the specialized equipment used in other layout types. So yes, employees perform varied tests, which much more interesting than repetitive operation. You see, if one set of equipment is malfunctioning, it does not affect the whole operation. This is a product, is a process layout. Process is not the one that we've talked about. The product layout, the product is the one that has disadvantages. If one equipment malfuncture, all of them they will affect the sequence. But this is a process layout. Disadvantage of process layout: the equipment and machine utilization is typically low because machine usage is depend upon variety of output requirement. Okay, here we have low. We don't use much of machines. Remember, now it's a processing. Yeah, is typically has high startup cost. We have high startup cost here, right? Material handling is a way slower than the product layout. Okay, it tends to be disordered since schedules and routine change every now and then. You see, examples. Sorry about that notification, guys. Oh, sorry about these notifications. Okay, let's continue. Example 3.3, shops. Room. You see, we have a room there. Shops. This thing is there. We have a department. We're talking about processing layout, painting department, assembling department, machine shop and department, room 3, as you can see, receiving department, shipping department, testing department. This is it's how we talking. These are processing layout differs. Let's check here. We still under have processing layout. Let's check. Let's check this. I think this a simplified vision. Let's check this a simplified vision or not. Let me zoom in. Yeah, this is the one in the same thing, but we want to check this as simplified. Advantages of process layout. Okay, multi-purpose machine ensures flexibility of products. Oh, this is nice. It's the one in the same thing, but this one now simplified processing layout. Products is not limited to a certain work process. This is very simplified, guys. These are simplified. Then here, machine can be fully used. Simplified vision. Can write this on your exam paper. There is no interruption if one machine breaks down. It's very simplified. Fault parts found during inspection are not rejected since the specialized adjustment can be done. Nice point. There is a effective control over manufacturing cost. Nice points there. Then we go here, disadvantages. The disadvantages of a processing layouts. Product is not continuously. There is a extensive handling of workpiece being transported to other sections. The costs are higher due to specialized inspection method there. This is a nice point. More floor space is needed for storage of its process material. Control is more difficult. Carefully detailed scheduling of working activities or assessment is needed. This is what, guys, we have there. This is what we have. This is what we have there. This is your factory. Okay, this was the factory layout. Then we are done with the factory layout. So this is what we have, guys. Factory layout. When you're considering a factory, you must have dust extractor. You see things you'll need. Fixed aid book, right? Office, toilets, all these things you must take in account. Surface grinding machines, right? Secondary gateways, clear marked, cylinder, grinder, milling machines. As you can see, planing machine, main door for entering people, emergency stop switches when if there's a fire there, stores, lectors, fire extinguisher must be there if there might be a fire that will may take place. Main gangway is clear marked, you see, where people are traveling. So this is what it is, guys, for this workshop layout things you're supposed to know so far. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of the family. Thank you for watching, and thank you for those who have subscribed. Thank you. If you have subscribed, you are now a part of the family. Thank you. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your time, guys. Please feel free to like and comment and share this to your fellow classmates. All the best. See you on the next coming session. We'll be dealing with what? Let me check here on my. I have the book there. We'll be dealing with, okay. If you have subscribed, I will be bringing this graphic. I will be dealing with graphic layouts techniques. We must finish this fast, guys. I will try to post every day so that we'll go to introduction of the other topics, then so that we'll go main to precision. If we're done with this theory, we'll enter precisions. Also the precisions, they have theories, but we'll start with the theory of the precision so that we'll understand precision, do the calculation. We go to gear tries, all those things like please click gear, everything. We'll see, guys. So thank you for watching. All the best, guys. I'm with you here.